Hmm. Did I add those? I think I added those. I don't think I've added that one yet, have I? Hi, Hogan. Do you want out? Wow! Wow! Come on, move your butt. Maybe I should delete some of these older ones. So I shouldn't need this anymore. Ow! I'm gonna keep that one just in case. Get rid of that one. I doubt they're ever gonna go right there. Hello. Meep. Oh, I did already add that. Okay.
No.
Delete that. Don't think they'll ever go back here, so I can get rid of that.
You'll see me.
Oh, I can't hear you, hubby. Nom 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 nom.
Teddy.
Hi, Mikey.
How you doing?
Spiky is mute.
Muted the yikes.
Doing the streaming throws in there, probably.
Oh, he's true. Oh, he's not streaming. Nom 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 nom.
Tasty foods.
Yep.
Nah, I won't stream this time.
Ah, okay.
You don't want to stream the sexy time? Oh my goodness.
Frisky time.
Bum 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 bum. Okay, so those are all marked. That's set. I might have enough time to I'll work on this.
Oh, yeah. I will put you in the thingy. Oh, you found it.
Burr?
You're in the thingy. You were too fast. Wow.
What do you take me for? I haven't signed in yet.
Gotta go fast.
Did I save this? Oh, please don't tell me I didn't save it.
Nanny!
Nurney.
Nanny?
Oh no.
Nanny?
Oh,
No.
walls. Apparently, I guess I forgot to save the map I was working on last time.
Oh.
No, no.
No.
Oh, that sucks.
Distill, are you streaming?
Yeah. To an empty room like usual, yeah.
Oh, post it?
Yeah, he does. If you check out his YouTube channel,
Oh.
he's got the whole series of them on there.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Reminds me, I need to actually update that with some of the newer videos. I've been being lazies.
Been there,
Andy, if you want to recap, I listed some of them.
Oh dear.
Don't want to see any spoilers, but listening is nice.
Well, I mean, if
Yeah.
you're watching it after the fact, it's not like there's too many spoilers.
Yeah, but there could be something. I don't want to risk it.
Well, I
I
only have
managed
a
to get
few
myself
things
to
that you can
upload
actually
one.
see from the stuff. Like a lot of the
Ah.
off, the like the nuts and bolts that aren't directly done in Forge, you can't see.
But that's good then.
So
I usually just listen to them because,
I hope I have a soothing voice.
yes.
That reminds me, I forgot where I left off. It has been a while since I've updated anything to my YouTube.
I remember I uploaded one under non-listed, and after that I just... No, thank you. Fuck YouTube uploads. It's the same, I got myself to upload Metal Gear, and after that I just stopped again, because jeez. My internet is not made for that kind of thing.
Mine actually does pretty well with that, surprisingly. Okay.
I just had to
so-
pause the Monster Hunter World download as well, or else I couldn't even get to the Foundry.
Oh god.
Oh dear, how much do I have that I missed? Okay.
Gladly, everybody's in on Twitch
Wah, wah.
still.
Yeah, the VOD stayed for like 80 days.
Wednesday,
I still want to know how to get the color around my name. I still haven't figured that out. Around my bubbles.
But it's
Did
working
I
for
leave
that.
off?
Maybe it's
Seriously?
from D&D Beyond you have to do.
Okay, here we go.
D&D Beyond?
Farming with I.
Let me check.
Where is it? Tells me-
Because I know I can like open my icon and change a color in the Foundry, but it never actually
Hunting with buddies again.
lets me save it.
Nope. I'm wrong.
So. Okay, so that
Shabby's
would
the
make
older
it
one.
pretty much everything from here on, wouldn't it? Further exploration of the dungeon. Okay.
Dun dun dun.
No, I know what she's doing.
Yep,
And then.
that's always the way.
And then. And then.
So full of potato. So good.
Yeah, we'll probably won't be playing as late tonight since the chicken I had thawing out didn't thaw out, so
Aw.
Oh no.
we will have to procure supplies.
That, and I'm
It's
kind of
fine.
from today at work.
Aww.
Yeah, I'm
We can
also.
play
I
on Thursday again. So
yeah, I've slept 6 hours today, so.
You got
We had
sleep?
field day.
Well, I got sleep after laying in bed for 2 hours without it.
That's still more than I have.
Yep.
no.
The older you get, the harder it is to sleep.
Dear
Yep.
Lord, I have been extra fucking lazy on my exports for a while.
It's because of the stresses of life.
It's just because I'm lazy.
Seems then that I'm 50 years old as well.
There we go. I am not 50 yet.
I feel like it.
Thank you.
My sister.
I feel like 50.
Okay, you have no idea what 30 feels like, trust me. Okay, those are all doing their thing. So, what were you guys wanting to get up to today?
I want to actually check out the armor shop. If we have time for that.
I mean, that's up to the
Probably
party, not
yes.
me. I'm just here to eat worms.
Gummy worms?
Damn straight.
sour gummy worms?
Some of them.
Good.
Sort of a mixed bag gummy worm.
There we go. My notes. The impenetrable edge.
Why do you keep adding
no,
edge
you're not.
to it?
That's what I thought it was called.
No, it was the gleaming edge and the impenetrable.
Oh,
Two
I
separate
thought
shops.
It was the impenetrable and the gleaming edge. So I thought you just didn't want to add edge to both when you said it.
No.
Okay.
An edge on a suit of armor is a little weird.
Up to the impenetrable.
I thank the fellow tiefling and get going.
Yeah, and he does, hey, come back again anytime. Because, well, he likes money. So it's a little bit more of a trip to the impenetrable. You notice the further you go down this particular row, as it's getting towards the back of the quarter, the shorter and the shorter and the shorter houses and doors are getting.
Shorter as in less quantity?
No, as in like height-wise. And you notice more and more dwarves and halflings and gnomes.
Even kobolds?
No kobolds. But you do find the impenetrable, which is one of the few buildings that has like a normal-sized door, even though the roof is a little bit lower than it probably should be for anyone over about 5 feet of height.
Okay, so do we have to duck down?
I'm definitely duck.
Like, Grin is definitely going to have to duck. You're going to have to duck, Ryoko. Everybody else might have to stoop a little bit.
Really? What about Rax?
Rax
Just
well,
checking.
unless
I
Rax
think
is
it was
riding
5 and-
somebody.
Yeah,
I mean, Rax
if I'm
isn't
riding
super
something,
tall.
then I'm about 5'2" or something.
Yeah, it's like something around there. 5'2", 5'4". I mean, he's Olga's height. We figured out.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So, like, you just have to stoop a little bit, Shimshana. It is a little bit low for you, but your two tall boys over here, they're gonna be like Grinkronk's practically crawling inside the door, and Ryoko's almost bent double.
Finally, I feel tall once again. I love these guys who make small
feel-
things.
And I feel way too tall.
Yeah, it's like if you tried to stand up at this point, the best you can manage is like one of those Russian blots, squat downs.
Even in the building?
Inside the building, yes. The roof is
Oh,
rather
God.
low. These are a type of people that think like 5'4" is a very good height for a roof.
Interesting.
Nice.
Given that most of them aren't over 4 foot, that's plenty of headspace for them.
That makes sense. I guess the counter mustn't be high either then.
Yeah, relatively speaking. I mean, it covers most of the dwarf standing behind it.
Is there a person already waiting behind there, or is he like in a back room?
No, he's waiting there, but he's more paying attention to the breastplate that he's actively polishing than anybody that came inside.
Okay. Well, I guess let's go in for a greeting.
I'm crouching.
I'd imagine so. Which, yeah, there's no way you guys are being quiet, crouched down like you are and stuff. So he does see you approaching, puts it down and goes, afternoon. You have with that kind of face of, I didn't expect someone that, was 3 times the height of my roof to be crawling over to the desk.
Would you happen to sell armor for taller people as well?
Well, I mean, yes. And he kind
Is
of
there
holds up
anything,
the breastplate, which would probably easily fit on you.
Is there anything out of leather you have that would be simply enchanted? Not much?
Leather? Oh, I guess. Leather. He keeps saying the word like he put something nasty in his mouth. Which he, stands up, pushes the stool he was sitting on away, and kind of goes, "Follow me,"
Okay.
and
well,
goes
I'll
through
just,
a much
like,
smaller door towards the back.
right now I'm looking like the Michael Jackson when he bends over on the stage.
Oh yeah, at this
Walking.
point you're going to be like literally crawling through this door. Even Rax and Olga are going to have to bend down pretty far to get through it. It is dwarf sized.
Well, I guess
Oh,
Brett
boy.
and me are now on the floor.
Yeah, you're basically belly crawling through this thing.
Isn't it nice being small, Rex?
Yes.
Once
Well,
you
At
do
least
open
we
the
can
door,
think
the roof is about the same size as the other room, so your friends are standing up just fine. You guys are still folded in half. But you do see some various pieces of leather and studded leather armor. Which, you know, he...
Would you have?
Go ahead.
Would you happen to have anything in a reasonable price range?
It depends on what you consider reasonable. I mean, all my prices are reasonable.
Well, first of all, I would. I'm guessing something to the light to medium ranges of prices.
Well, I mean, there's fair prices and there's light and medium armor.
Just show me what you got. What do you think would suit me?
Well, something a little bit bigger than a dwarf-sized one, obviously. And he kind of, give me a second, and he walks to the very, very back of the room, and you hear, it sounds like a metal weight dropping as he pulls a lever, and the walls start creaking, some dust starts falling from the rafters, and the roof raises about 5 feet. It's like, you can stand up now. You can't try on armor when you fold it up like a wee babe.
Oh, that's handy.
Yeah, we get tall folks in here, and some of them are, and he pointedly looks at Grimkronk and Ryoko, extremely tall.
Much obliged.
Yeah.
But he kind of waves you over, and he's got not a huge selection. He very much seems to be more, well, enamored with metals and, you know, heavier armors than just plain old leathers. But he does have a few sets of just leather and studded leather armor. To which he, you know, kind of waves his hand at two that are standing next to each other that are slightly a reddish hue. They're both a leather and a studded leather suit. He's like, these are just basic enchantments, run of the mill. If you're looking for the, what's the word you used? Medium price range, this would be it.
Would those just stay better protected? Is that what they do? Is that
I mean,
the
they're
effect?
enchanted, yes. Not like I'm gonna swing an axe at them right now. I mean, they're still leather.
Can I try it on?
Yeah, go for it. And he kind of
I guess I'll.
waves you towards the armor stand, which the armor is extremely dusty. Well kept, but it looked like it hasn't been moved around much for a while.
I guess I'll try them on.
I mean, fits just fine. You're pretty sure a
Is
couple
there any
belts
way-
might need to be just slightly tweaked or something, but that's about it.
Is there any way to, like, for me to find out what those go to in game terms?
The rough terms is it's just a +1 suit.
Okay. Would he happen to sell +212 to see the price difference?
Well, let me see if he actually has one of those. He does nod, but he's like, "Not. I don't have a stronger enchanted one in studded, only regular leather."
Oh, okay.
That's okay for you.
I don't know the difference.
Studded has
It's
one
about,
more HP.
yeah, it's like 1 point of AC difference, basically.
So you-
Okay.
benefit that you would get from strong enchant.
So like,
Um,
derp. Extra derp.
So, if I get like a +1 studded, it would be the same as a +2 leather.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, then I guess let's see what selection he has for the leather.
Where's the one that I was at earlier? Oh, there it is. Okay. I need to bookmark this. There.
I'm guessing leather is then cheaper as well.
Well, leather is a little bit cheaper. Once you start getting into magical, it kind of becomes moot for the base price of the
Okay.
armor.
Oh, okay.
So, but yeah, he kind of gives you a price, and he weighs towards both the studded and the regular leather. It's like those, 2,500 a piece. And he points towards the other set of leather, which is a bit more of a blackish sheen. And he goes, that one, 5 grand.
What does that one do?
It protects you better.
Interesting.
I mean, I don't know what you expect. It doesn't shoot magic lights out your ear or anything.
No,
It's
that's
armor.
not what I
It's
was
supposed to
looking
make
for
the
anyways.
blade not go into your ghibli bits.
Guess I'll try this one on too.
You know, kind of ways for you to put the other one back on the rack first, but yeah. Doesn't seem to be stopping you, so. Richard,
It's,
does any,
Yep.
let's see. Anybody that like wants to see if he's being, honest, you can roll insight, you can roll intellect, because I don't think any of you have like armory profession, so.
I was gonna persuade him.
oh shit! Sorry.
I
Or
mean, you're
been-
pretty
Yeah,
sure he's
both
being
nice.
fairly, reasonable with the prices.
You want me to set it up for you?
Yeah, Rax, you're pretty sure he's on the up and up. He's not like price gouging or anything. In fact, I
Could
think he
some-
might be a little bit below market price on the +2.
Oh wow. Could
Also,
some
that
Shana
one is a. Wait.
pitch
They are expensive.
Shimshana,
persuade with advantage since she's got that dwarven heritage?
with this case, yes.
We have the clothing on too.
Well, the dwarf doesn't care that much about clothing. It's
Oh.
her knowledge of dwarfinness. But I do want to know how she's going about trying to persuade him.
Because he's how about because it's leather, so he's not even that interested in it. He's like, you don't want to be like the leather.
Yeah, we don't. Show us.
No. It's like, really keen on his own leather spear. He likes the metal armor more, so be like, you're not even keen on this anyway. Surely you can or that.
It's dusty and everything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it looks at you as like, that's why I'm knocking 1,000 off the price I'd normally sell that other set of leather for. I want it out so I can maybe put a nice breastplate on it.
Ah,
The other
I'm
one,
sorry, I
can't
don't
go
know
any,
anything about
I really
armor.
can't go any lower without, really
guessing
hurting
there's
the
no-
bottom line.
I'm guessing
Yeah.
there's not a difference between the 2,500 and the 5,000 one then. So I guess we should go for the 2,500.
Yeah,
And,
the +1
um,
stud is pretty much identical to the +1 or +2 leather, and
Yeah.
much cheaper.
Yeah, I don't think there's gonna be like any rolls that does affect that or something like that,
No.
right? Okay, yeah, then I will ask him if he would be interested in the hide of the winter wolf I have.
Hey, well, pass it over, let me look. And he starts kind of going over it. It's like, I do recognize the craftsmanship. You got this from Silverfrost, didn't you?
Yeah, and I'll pull out the Thane's pendant.
Ah,
We were there for a
Dane's a
visit.
prick. I am not in any of his holdings. He does well enough, but, eh.
Yeah, the city was surely interesting to say the least.
A bunch of self-absorbed dwarves up there. No real eye for business. But I can recognize quality when I see it, and this is not Dwarven made, is it?
No, actually. We've
Thought I
got this from a
thought that.
tailor in the
And
city.
he kind
though.
of literally holds it under your nose and points. The stitching's all wrong of a dwarf would, and he kind of pantomimes stitching a completely different way. There's the
Plus
thick
Elven.
fingers. Figures, Elven. Makes sense. And he actually reaches into his back pocket and pulls out a wand. You recognize, Rax. It's a wand of detect magic. And he pops it and goes, yeah. I'll tell you what. We'll call it a fair trade if you'd like.
Oh, there you go.
Want to check something? Okay, nope.
I mean, he doesn't seem to be trying to swindle you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good deal. Hold
Yeah,
on.
Or-
Yeah, he seems to be on the up and up. It's not like he, thinks this thing's worth a whole lot more than the other one. It's
Okay.
probably not, +2 rank, but he might be making a little bit of profit off of this over what he would get for the studded leather you're buying. But once again, he doesn't seem to be super keen on trading in lighter armors.
How about we shake and make it happen, but for a little bit of information on top?
I could possibly answer some questions, but I'd have to know the answers. But
Have you heard the rumors about the Phoenix Baby ruins that are near the city?
Phoenix Baby ruins? I mean, there's some
Yeah,
ruins
they just
outside of
were there.
town down the road, but Phoenix babies? I don't know
Well,
what
that
drug
was-
you guys been drinking, but tell me where to get some.
Might have been a fairy tale, but people were saying
It's
something
like,
like that.
All I've heard about those ruins is they came into being about 3 weeks ago. The guild hasn't mustered a proper force to go investigate.
Are they looking for active people who want to investigate, or is that just a...
Well, I mean, they
Up
have
for
a call
grabs
to
for anyone
arms,
who goes
but if
there.
you go and investigate and report back, and you still get the reward.
Okay, would you recommend us to first let the guild know, or
I
go
mean,
there
it certainly
without...
won't hurt to give them a heads up. That way they know
Okay.
if you're missing for too long where to send the body bags.
Yep.
Understood. Okay, thank you for the information.
Aye, not a problem. Any other questions you got me then?
That's pretty much it, unless you want to tell us any locations to stay away from in the red light district.
Yeah, depends on how light you want your purse to be. Generally, you're not
Yeah.
going to get pickpocketed or anything unless you go around flaunting a fat purse in front of everybody.
No,
Oh,
no
yeah.
worries.
So,
The great mistress, she doesn't take kindly to the thieves working at the opens. So most of the thieves, and he kind of does the air quotes things around here, are just the less savory merchants.
have you heard about the underground thieves guild that was supposed to be running the place? Is
Everyone's
there-
heard the thieves guild rumors. If there's a thieves guild here, they'd have to be beyond smart and witty. Like I said, the lady, she would have cleaned them out long ago.
Okay, well, I appreciate it.
Aye?
So
a
keeping
problem.
low profile is key.
And he starts walking to the back. You might want to duck.
Yes.
And
I will lay down on the
clunk, and you
floor.
hear a bunch more clockwork gears kind of grinding, and much faster, this thing drops back down the height it was. So it's not like it's impossible to dodge unless you deliberately decide to stand up, in which case this is gonna hurt.
Okay, so
quit
it's,
yelling at your baby.
it's just the studded leather +1, right?
Correct.
That's what the item's called? Okay, good.
Yeah, it's just plain old studded leather +1. Whatever color you'd prefer it to be if you have a preference, but
Oh, I'll think about it. Not
yeah,
yet.
like I'm just defaulting it to kind of a
Yep.
subtle gray.
Okay, there we go.
But if you wanted a different color for cosmetics, I don't care what color it is. It was,
would
you
you-
thought it was gray in the dim light of the back room. It's actually blah for all I care.
Yeah.
Would you happen to want to buy my old studded leather armor as well? Or is that something you're not interested in?
It's not even magical. I mean, you'd get chump change and any kind of ways around. Everything here's at least got a basic enchantment. I don't sell anything else. It's just not.
Okay.
It'd be a waste of space, honestly, and I don't enchant it myself. I just got and he kind of gets this sort of wink, wink, nod, 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 sort of, connections to get it, and I'm not gonna tell you where.
That's fine. But yeah, thank you for the information. I'll just keep it as a
Aye, I mean,
spare then.
if you ever need new gear, by all means, come back. and hopefully buy some better armor. But yeah, you guys head out the door and stretch your backs after being kind of crunched into a box for several minutes. So what will you get up to now, Zen?
Roomba?
I guess. Or do we want to go further in before that? We can get the Roombas later. If you want to have fun or something. I know Shamshana has been wanting this, so
She's been so well behaved this entire time.
checking out the further of this whole thing would be interesting. I'm curious.
I mean, if you guys are looking for something in particular, I mean, I can tell you if you might be able to find it or not. Because there's pretty much at all the intersections, there's some sort of, for lack of a better word, like a guide booth. Ask here for questions, they can point you in the right way. All of which are still also selling the same mask you're wearing. Well, renting.
Yep. So, did you want to go get feed?
I want to check out the magic stuff first.
We already did, didn't you?
Aww. I thought
Yeah,
there
get
was
the drum.
skulls and stuff.
Oh, you just want like an accessory, like an ornament.
I don't know. Do they have any sexy vine monsters? What?
I mean, you could check the
Why the
mimic
wine?
shop, but
No perception.
Okay.
how do I want to put this? Monster breeding is not exactly a common thing around this world. The fact that he basically has tame domesticated mimics is an extreme rarity.
Don't think it.
Alright.
But you do kind of remember that mimics are generally shape changers, and maybe he might have a specialized mimic for you.
Ooh.
Well, I guess we can go in there if you don't want to check anything else.
Yeah, we can check. I don't know. Should we?
I mean,
We're gonna
You could also
go.
perform or something.
Oh, you know what? I should perform for all the beautiful sex workers.
Yeah, let's find a.
Yeah,
Like
We
is there-
could ask from the guards. Is it okay?
Oh yeah. Yes. Strictness of this town.
Ah.
Hey,
Okay.
So we'll go.
Tracks get the mimic?
Not yet.
Not yet? Okay.
No, you have not visited the mimic shop yet, but it's not hard to find a guard wandering around, and you kind of question him about the performance thing, and he kind of gives you a very confused look. He's like, well, there's not any laws against it as long as you're not obstructing traffic or causing an unwanted scene, but a lot
Problem
of the
is we have done it.
brothels might get upset at you.
Oh. Damn.
And he kind of waves
Because
towards the
our
center of
little
town because
performer is so great.
they have how would I put it politely, a rotation in the center of town, and they do not like people interrupting that. So you'd have to somehow convince them to let you have their time, and they're not usually too keen on that. That's how they draw in a lot of their clientels.
It's their profession after all.
Yes.
We're just gonna be invading.
Seamstresses, him.
Yeah, it's like we're gonna make a lot of people angry.
Yeah.
A lot of
Well,
people with a
unless we
lot
go
of
and
high
ask.
heels.
A lot of influential people even. Maybe.
And
I
he
mean,
kind of
Shamshana could ask.
Asking doesn't hurt.
sometimes.
Or we could just perform at like an inn or something that's not quite as high traffic. Just collect
Perhaps
some.
even the Adventurer Guild itself.
Yeah.
Because though that seemed to be pretty full of people.
Yeah, it worked out the other time we did it in. I think it was
Yeah, why
Leash.
not? I guess we can go to the mimic shop then. Take the
Yeah.
mind.
Okay. It's on your way back to the guild anyway, so handy that. And sure enough, head up and you still see several of those little mimics running around the windows like kittens in a pet shop. And as soon as you open the door, instead of like a bell ringing or something like that, no, instead you hear the sound like someone stepped on a cat. And when you look up to see what's making it, there's actually a little mimic on the doorframe that screams as it swings back and forth.
Poor thing.
It's not hurt. It doesn't seem to be panicked. It just seems to be that's what it does.
Wow.
I
Which
love these
immediately with the scream, you hear the patter of tiny little feet running from the back, along with several. Oh no! Don't now! Not the ankle! Stop! If you keep standing there, I'm going to step on you. And eventually, a tiny little gnome comes out of the back of the room. Sees you guys and immediately kind of scurries over. Is like, "Ooh, new customers! Excellent! I am Ren Fan Foom, the proprietor of this place, and I bet you are looking for a very particular pet."
Yeah, I saw this on the guild and it was very interesting.
Oh yes.
I always loved mimics, but they're not the friendliest usually.
That's why I've modified them. I create them in my own shop.
Oh,
To which he starts just gushing magic babble at you. Bunch of arcane things. Mostly maybe Shimshana can keep up with it, but you guys are lost except for Rax. Talking about how the Dwelmers can be used on certain pieces of flesh to alter the overall personality and the spiritual resonance and this and that and this and that. And unless you deliberately interrupt him, he will probably the way you feel he's talking, he will go until he passes out or the sun sets, one or the other.
and Rax is full on interested, so
Oh yeah,
he will listen.
You are finding some of his theories exceptionally groundbreaking in regards. Which actually, Shimshana, give me a perception check real quick. Given what you were trying to find earlier.
Yeah. Normal?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just normal. You
Next
do,
20 minutes.
through the technobabble, catch a small snippet of a phrase that makes your little Barty brain goes bing, 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 bing. Which was, I've also modified some for pleasure.
Oh.
Which when you say that, he just runs around. Oh, we have another connoisseur, huh?
Or she would like something like that.
Oh
Well,
yeah,
And
yeah.
he starts walking over of the little. Yeah, these little guys are everywhere. And he picks up one of the vacuum models. He seems completely oblivious of what caught her interest because he was speaking like 1,000 words a second.
Oh, you gotta specify.
It wasn't that he said that and she went ooh. It's just he was saying things. Someone else went ooh. Oh hey, cool. Another fan of my work.
Yeah. So you have to repeat them if they reach you.
Oh okay. Oh, I don't want the food thief one. I want one that does the pleasure, actual pleasure.
Oh, where would you get that idea that I have those?
You mentioned it.
But you mentioned it. You mentioned it. We were listening intensely
I
to your work. And...
Damn.
You
all right,
may have
and
slipped out a little.
he kind of looks around with a very suspicious sort of look. He mumbles something under his breath, which Rax or Shimshana, you can give me an Arcana check. See if you see what he's doing.
Sure.
I don't know if my Arcana is good enough.
Not enough to figure out the
It's
spell,
worth a
but Rax, you realize he's casting See Invisible.
Oh.
So he kind of looks around the room rather suspiciously, goes, all right, pulls a couple curtains over the main windows and locks the door, flips the sign over, which immediately darkens the window. Okay, you're not with the
this
guards,
kind of business.
so follow me. And he walks to the back of the room and does a very intricate, almost tap dance on a small section of the floor, which pops another section of the floor open, leading to a cellar. And he kind of,
boy.
come on.
You go.
Oh, don't
We are going
touch anything, please. Just unless you like violation, so yeah. Arms up. And he keeps talking as you're going. There's a yellow line. Don't cross the yellow line, please.
Okay, Shimshana is intrigued to go down a hole.
Oh yeah, the hole is very well lit, which you can see as you pass through. There you can see there is a window door that you can see some kind of very, very elaborate alchemical lab in. And he does not lead you to that one. He leads you further down the hall into, well, a very heavy set door, which he pulls out a key ring and unlocks like 3 different locks on it and pulls it open. Which you're pretty sure this door you guys could probably open without any trouble. It's just he's a little bitty boy. And inside you hear noises.
Oh my.
Lots of noises. And
This is quite
before
down
he
here.
opens the door all the way, too, he's like, "Are you sure?"
Where'd Olga go?
Bring it.
We scared Olga off.
Uh-oh.
Hold on.
Olga's living those tentacle dreams.
Apparently the cat is controlling me again.
Kitty has its own agenda. Which, you know,
I
he
might
kind of goes,
sit
"Oh,
this one
all right."
out.
Just like I said, they're easily excited, so try not to mess with them. Which he
Okay.
then opens the door, casts another spell on himself, which is, once again, you can try to figure out what it is if you'd like.
Sure.
And basically goes, "All right, follow me."
Oh,
Rax, you realize he is casting mage armor and shielding on himself.
oh dear.
Rat stays back.
It seems more
he
like
stops there,
not
like,
that he's
no.
worried to be attacked, it's that he's worried about getting something on him, because both of those would repel things. Because the shield you can make out just barely through the arcane signatures. He's using it like an umbrella.
Shimshana reassures Rax that she is a professional and she can handle this. And he said,
Good luck.
But,
I'm staying out of
He actually does
this.
something you haven't seen people do in anywhere, really. He presses a small button on the wall, and a bunch of torches you've never seen the like of, because they aren't using flame, light up on the ceiling.
Oh,
And inside are hundreds of cages, ranging from itty-bitty little cages that might hold a hamster or something, to an extremely large one on the back. And you notice just by glancing, though they have bars, some of them, they aren't very gapped. None of them seem to be above like a certain gap range between it, and most of them seem to be made of glass steel. Because it has that particular silvery sheen that normal glass doesn't. And, yeah. There's lots of, appendages down here.
the TOS violation.
oh my.
Which he kind of looks at. Hey, these are, well, originally they were kind of failed experiments, but then I found, some ladies in the red light districts have a fondness for them, so, I kind of make them on the down low. They're completely harmless. In fact, they secrete a few things that make, it more pleasurable from what I'm told.
Oh, jeez.
But, I mean, I could sell one to you if you'd like, but, please don't use it in, like, a public place or anywhere where the guards might find you.
Aw.
Okay. You got it still.
Do you have a secret place to put it in? Like a box or something?
Which he actually goes, yeah, actually, and he goes to kind of scoots through the room. In a couple places you see him kind of turn, even though he's not crossing the yellow line, to make himself thinner. More out of habit than a conscious thought, it seems. And he grabs a small bag from the back and comes back and reaches into the bag and pulls out another smaller bag, which, glancing inside, the big bag is filled with dozens of these little hand-sized pouches. Which he goes, these are designed to hold, well, the smaller ones. The bigger ones, I don't have anything, unless you have like your own bag of holding or something. I don't have something that would keep them.
Not unless you want a refrigerator.
So if you're,
I'm
and he
not
kind of
taking
looks
that
towards
on
the back,
mine.
if you're thinking about old Groper back there, I hope you have a fat purse and a good storage unit.
Oh, the big one's pretty cute, but I might get a pocket-sized one for my needs.
I think that would be the wisest choice, honestly. Just, don't feed it after midnight.
Okay.
Yeah.
With the gremlin. What's the
No,
price range?
it's not that it'll multiply or turn evil, it's just it gets, extremely excited. So unless you're prepared for that, I mean, I'm not one to judge, I'm just selling them. Yeah.
I lean up to Drogo. I'm not sleeping with her anymore.
Well,
She should have cried. No.
I think he said it in
could.
Draconic, so I think you, yeah.
That
But-
thing! I don't want to touch that thing!
Which,
It might
I
be.
don't think anyone wants
if you've
to.
ever seen like those old koosh balls from the 80s, it kind of reminds you of that, just the bottom half's flat. And the little cushy knobs are just kind of doing their own thing, like they're swaying in a breeze that's not there.
I don't
So-
blame you for staying away.
But he's like, for one of the smaller personal models, I've been selling those for 100 gold. And it comes, and he holds up the bag with the bag, which cleans it off whenever you put it in.
Oh, that's good.
Ooh, self-cleaning.
I
That's good.
mean, the ladies need a sterile work environment, and you don't need something carrying over something from the last visitation.
Oh, you can afford that. Want one?
Should I persuade? It's probably a good deal as it is.
I mean, where
It might
else are
be-
you going to find something like this?
Yeah. Inventory and take 10
Can we
gold.
get a deal if I get one of the more normal ones up on upstairs levels?
Which he says that in like he gives you the look of someone that just saw the beacon of hope in the night. Oh yes, the normal models. Yes. Are you done? And he looks, it's you, Shimshana, saying that.
Take the little guy.
Which
Which color? What colors you got?
pick a color. I've got them all, including. And he looks around, kind of, and mage hands one towards the back up. That seems to be slowly changing colors as you watch it.
Oh, rainbow. Wow.
Yeah, we call it the psychedelic model.
I will take a pink one.
All right, and he kind of looks around, grabs, mage hands one's over, you kind of dangles it in front of you, which some of the tentacles kind of reach out towards your face, but they don't reach. And he goes, "This one, yeah?"
Yeah, I'll take that for you, little pinky there.
Which he, if you reach something out, it'll try to grip it, and it's got a pretty decent grip to it.
Oh my.
Also, your fingers are very pleasantly tingling now.
Ooh.
So he's like, and he's watching your face in this, and you can just see the various stages of panic and horror and worry going through them all at once. To which he just kind of slams it in one of the bags, ties the drawstring. Here!
And she has removed 10 platinum from her thing. So out of the 100 gold, you said, right?
Yeah, put one of them back because he was so panicked he didn't grab all the money and didn't even notice.
Nice.
So he just saw some coins,
Poor
grabbed a
guy.
handful of the coins, and was sprinting towards the top, getting out of that room as quickly as he could to get back towards his normal business.
Rex goes after him.
Yeah, well, he's staying to make sure nobody's in the room when he, when he locks it, because you got the feeling someone has done that before.
Oh, jeez.
So, and he very much, waits till he's sure everybody's out, shuts the door, and locks all the locks. All right, back to actual business. Come on. And
Yes.
is pushing as hard as his little 4-strength arms can push you up the stairs. It's almost like a toddler trying to get you to move faster in the storm. The toys are this way, Mom! But as soon as you guys are back up, he shuts the hatch, which pretty much seamlessly goes back in. You know where to look, and you can't really see where it is. And he immediately goes over towards... You notice there's... You know, besides the vacuum models, which you see there's a small home, the industrial version, which is really big, and then the kitchen model, which seems to be a little bit flatter and sleeker for some reason. And he also has the entertainment models, which just function like the vacuum ones, but don't actually eat anything.
Huh.
And he's
I
like,
like it
we've
when
had
they eat stuff."
a couple complaints about children's pet mice and stuff being eaten by the smaller ones.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, after a couple noblewomen scream at you 5-10 hours screaming to see the actual management, you learn to improvise.
Do you by any chance have any that can clean stuff instead of straight up eating it? Or like
Actually, yeah, you're wanting the
clothes and stuff?
self-proclaimed wet mop versions. They don't eat, well, and he kind of starts explaining, they don't eat like chunks of stuff. They actually survive off like dust particles in non-organic manner. So they literally survive off dirt. And he goes, here, I will show you, and he leads you to another wall where it looks like these things are like little jellyfish the way they move. They go from flat to kind of bowed up and just kind of move like that. And he
Olga
grabs one
apparently
of them.
doesn't like the mimics. She finally died.
She's scared.
No, Kitty is
I
controlling
know,
everything.
I'm just
We're
making
making
jokes.
jokes. It's
Oh
a
damn,
joke.
it's so hard!
But he picks one,
so hard to
grabs
decide.
one of them up with his bare hand. He shows no fear of it or anything. He goes, watch this, and holds it against a window that has kind of like a few dust streaks on it, and just wipes it over it, and fucking window's super clean after that. He's like,
Oh, that's so nice too!
Yeah, I mean, you could technically, if you're careful with it, you could use it to like polish weapons, armor, tableware. It's also safe to use on china and leathers. Just
That was
don't
exactly
hold
what
it.
I was thinking.
See, I knew these things would sell well. I mean, a lot of the maids in town have tried to buy, you know, have got at least one because they don't have to like wring it out every 2 minutes because it's a rag.
How much would you ask from this one?
Oh, these little guys? And he kind of points them out, and there's a small one that's maybe, you think, 5 to 6 centimeters in diameter, one that's twice that size, and then one that's almost like a blanket sized. And he goes, the home model, the work model, and the industrial model starts at 50, 300, and 2,000.
Wow.
I would love to get one of the normal ones that eat chunks and stuff, and then the little cleaning one with
Okay.
the smallest size.
Fair enough. So,
So
50
100
gold for
gold.
the little guy, and he kind of he stops before he starts to walk away. What color?
Oh god, this is hard. Red!
Red.
I like red.
Which he picks one up that's green, pokes it, and you see a little static discharge come from his hand, and it turns red. And he passes it over, as well as a small little wooden box to keep it in.
Oh, how cute.
And then he
Could I
goes
get
over
the normal
to the,
one as well?
Yeah, he goes over to the vacuum models and goes, these guys are a little bit more expensive because they're automated, for lack of a better word. And they start at 300, 1,000, and 4,000.
I'll take one.
Of the normals?
Or the smaller ones? Yes.
Alrighty. And he, once again starts to pull one out. Color?
Same as this one.
Alright, and this one, there's actually a red one already in the box, so It's like watching a pet owner reach into a box of kittens, because as he reaches in, they start kind of scattering around till he catches the one he's after. Picks it up, it kind of does a wiggly thing in the air, and then seems like it's defeated. Just kind of gives up. Which he pulls a cracker out of his pocket and feeds it to it, and it's immediately, you think happy? It's hard to tell because it doesn't technically have facial features. But he puts that one on the ground and goes, okay, here, and he hands you once again, a little bit of a bigger box that's still new, good solid wood, and also a leash that hooks around his little eye stalk. Some ladies like to walk them around town. They think it's a fashion statement.
I bet. I would love to do so.
Except for Lady Munchworth. She uses industrial model to eat people's smaller dogs. Which I can't say I'm totally against, but it's good advertising at least.
Fun.
Anything else I can help you guys with then? And he deliberately makes a point of not making eye contact with you, Shimshana.
I'm acting totally casual.
Rex looks at the others. Do you want one?
I'm okay, thanks.
Olga's good.
So, yep, you now have the home versions of the vacuum and cleaning mimics. So
yes,
they really won't do anything mechanically except for clean dirt and eat small particles of food you leave behind. They're good for washing dishes, though.
Nice.
Perfect.
So
Damn,
it seems like Game Trunk is like really, raking it in here in the food department. I got spices. I got something to clean the pots, even though I'm fond of licking them clean. I'm sure. No.
Yeah. Exactly.
It was 350, right? For both.
350 for both of them.
Yep. I'll pay 400 for him, just because I can.
I'll pitch in.
Oh, go ahead. Oh, you're
wanting to pitch in because Rex helped with the drum, I think.
Fair enough.
No, you don't need to.
Which she sees you offering. No. Already got payment in full and then some. Thank you very much. Yes, awesome, fantastic. In fact, and he kind of runs over and grabs another one of the cleaning mimics and hands them to you, Shimshana, and goes, "You might want to keep one."
Just an extra for a skillful
Which
guy.
he does happen to pass you a pink one that matches your toy.
So,
Nice. I have 2 paintings.
Yes. So, and at that point he's trying his damnedest not to seem rude, you can tell, but he's not exactly super good at social interactions, as he kind of tries to, more or less, if you've ever seen a sheepdog working, he's kind of trying to do that to you guys towards the door. Corner off, kind of push this way, kind of get closer that way, so you guys move slowly towards the door.
Thank you.
good-
So, and
These are awesome.
it's, spread the word about the cleaning ones, yes.
Yep.
And he very carefully closes the door behind you guys, which you can immediately hear the door lock, and the sign flips over to close for personal reasons for the day.
Oh no, poor thing.
I stared at him.
Best you can tell, this is like, for gnomes, he's probably about 80, and you're pretty sure he's never been laid in his life. You just met the ultimate virgin.
He don't know what he's missing.
He probably doesn't, but he's way too shy and awkward to try.
Aw.
I respect. Now what do we do? Oh wait.
Mm.
Should we test our cleaning ones on?
On what?
I can just see you running around town now, Shimshana, seeing people, oh, this guy spilled his drink! Shimshana, wipe away!
Exactly.
As Rack comes by with his little fucking Roomba mimic and sucks all the food that fell off their plate.
Oh, please.
On a leash, yes. I just warn Blitz. Don't get near that one. It will eat you.
Yeah, Blitz immediately goes, I don't want to be on the ground.
Yeah, that's the point.
So
You are not in danger anyway. It shouldn't be a problem for you.
Once again, it starts squeaking at it. I'm still better than you. I'll always be better than you. Which, the Mimic doesn't fucking comprehend or even understand.
They're like, whatever, I'm eating.
Yeah.
So, what are you guys doing now?
Are we going back to the guild?
I mean, if you're wanting to know more about that cave nearby, you can always ask at the guild. I know you guys said you were going to report that you're going to try to investigate it.
Go feast, drink it, ask for information.
And perform.
And perform.
And then Shimshana's going to test out her toy tonight, I'm sure.
Nope. I just gotta make sure Rex doesn't know about it.
Depends on how loud you scream.
Yeah.
But
I'm.
By the way, I think we heard a little bit more of that ruin or something. I'm not sure if it's the same, but people kept saying that it was Litsu's lair once.
Same one?
Just mentioning to you guys that there are traps and stuff.
Yeah, liches are tricky.
Oh yeah.
I think it's abandoned or something. That's what
actually,
I got from the tiefling guy.
Let's see if you actually remember what you heard as that. No, you're pretty sure it was a lich, though. Like an old lab or something like that from the rumor you heard.
Emilich or something like that, I don't know.
Yeah, you only heard the one rumor that, it might have belonged to a lich at some point.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like I said, you can always go to the guild and ask what they know and still register for the exploration / subjugation / whatever you want to, however much you want to do with said thing. Because they have varying rewards depending on if you investigate it to see what it is, if you map it out, if you actually clear out any sort of hazards, that sort of thing. So they are very much on the proactive approach of making sure whoever does go in there, they have as much knowledge as possible if there might still be dangers inside.
I'll add it to your inventory and do the upgrade.
God. Just let me know when to update everybody.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say otherwise, you guys head to the guild, and of course nothing happens to you. Like I said, well-patrolled streets. People still try to, you notice now there's less, items being sold in the street and a lot more food as it's getting towards the middle of the day.
Nice. Street food, yes!
Mm-hmm. Cactus kebabs, deep-fried, they say it's a kobold, but you know it's not.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
That scares me.
The guy kind of looks at you. Oh no! It's an old local dish. It's actually a type of seafood, and he kind of holds up this really hideous little fish that kind of looks like it has a kobold face. It's like they're ugly as sin, but they taste delicious. And he holds up one of the 6 that we just deep fry the fillets. They're really tasty. What?
Yeah.
I don't think anybody would willingly cook a kobold. I've heard they're very tough and greasy. Oh, hey, noises. Oh, Extinction hosted me. Cool. So yeah, I mean, if you want to buy some food, there's all kinds of foods here: vegetarian, non-vegetarian, questionable if it's even food. You even see, oddly enough, as you're just starting to leave the red light district, you're pretty sure it's a brothel-ran sushi bar because there's a couple naked women covered only with cuts of fish.
Oh! Go, Hitty! Let's go! They're dragging everyone.
Oh dear. There she goes.
Yoko, they might have good wine. Let's go.
Oh yeah, we'll have sake for you.
Sake!
There she goes.
Oh yeah. Which, Jim Shannon, when you get closer, you see there's actually a little price list. Not by color of plate or cut of fish. It's by part of the body exposed. And it ranges from 50 copper for things like, feet and hands, to a silver for like the midriff, and then a full gold for the more intimate bits.
Well, that's actually good.
Which, as you're sitting there, you see like tons of, you're pretty sure just nobles, and they're just cycling through girls left and right, just putting down the bag of cash and just pulling off fish as quickly as they can, just so the next one shows up and they can do the same thing again.
Show off.
Well, there's
I'll
like
pick up
5
the
or
book
6 of
and
them
put
at
my
a
head
table,
in it.
so. And like there's a couple smaller tables less crowded tables with what you're pretty sure are like more commoners sort of thing, because there's a lot more pitching in, and a lot of debate on which piece to grab next and who gets to eat it.
Oh my. I don't know. Do you guys want to look around, or do you want to go in this place?
Rex already took a book out and is reading it like full focus. Yeah, go for it. I'm reading stuff in here.
All right, I'll pull the sushi off for you.
Well, to be fair, you point the sushi and they actually cook it on a grill next to you and then give it to you. That way there's no grabbing of sensitive bits.
Oh, that's probably.
Because you don't know pain until a pair of chopsticks grab a nipple.
So I guess I'll toss the silver down and eat some midriff sushi.
There's a couple of pieces. You're pretty sure of what looks like a tuna cut on the midriff. Good fatty, meaty pieces. And they're certainly not small. I mean, you're definitely more than getting your money's worth off of it. And the lady cooking is doing a fantastic job when you actually do finally get the fish in your mouth. Like, it is perfectly seared and seasoned to where it's not overwhelming, and it's almost melt in your mouth soft. It also faintly tastes of, man flesh.
Oh, jeez.
How unusually familiar.
Well, Shimshana, you wouldn't know this, but certain people have a bit more of a culinary expertise than you.
So do you want to have some too, Shimshana?
Heck yeah.
Are you spending a goal?
Yep.
All right, she's having something more personally revealing.
Yeah, which you can guess the 3 spots you can pick from, each of which having an entire fish fillet covering them.
Oh my. I choose the booty.
Fair enough, and it kind of peels it off with a nice, satisfying jiggle. They're nice and perky. So, which, the girl that you're slowly defishing is not paying any real attention. You can tell by her face she does this probably every day. She's just in it for the money, but the one cooking it, once again, cooks it very nicely. It's a good piece of white fish, and it's very light tasting with a bit of butter and salt.
That's really good.
Delicious. Mark, do you want some?
No thanks.
Which the
This book
guys
is very
nearby,
interesting.
like, there's about 4 of them at the same table, and you hear them, okay, I think I've got this much and this much. Well, if I give this much, I can't pay rent. And it's like they're bickering, and finally one of them goes, okay, all together, and they all manage to, like, between some copper and some silver pieces, go, we'll take the other boob. And of course, she peels it off again, cooks it, hands it to him, and then there's another argument on who gets to eat it. Which they eventually decide they're going to split it 5-sies. Which, you're pretty sure these guys might be not quite stalkers, but like fans, because they keep saying somebody's name and how heavenly she tastes. To which,
So little.
even without with just your passive perception, you can see that hint of oh god, they're on the girl's face on the table.
Prove you show. Like no strings attached.
Yep. Do they have
So what?
for Ryoko? Do they have any sake for Ryoko?
Actually, they do. They have quite a selection of different alcoholic beverages.
Do they sell them by the bottle?
Yes, they do.
All right. Well, I will get Ryoko a gift bottle of sake for getting dragged around for all of the nonsense that's been going on.
A peace offering. Okay, they have two particular ones. One is a very basic wine, rice wine, and the other one is a plum sake.
Well, that sounds. She's into the fruit one, so we'll go with the plum one.
And they're going to charge you 3 gold for that.
Bam!
It's a pretty decent sized bottle too. You're pretty sure it might be about 2 liters.
Oh, jeez, that's a lot.
So
That is a lot.
You're definitely getting your money's worth out of this, assuming it's not a low grade liquor.
I'm surprised like Ryoko's on a lower list. Come on.
Yep.
I offer a gold for a couple of pieces that aren't worth gold.
Okay, so you get like 20 pieces of silver or way too many copper pieces.
Yeah, I was gonna go for the silver pieces.
Well, okay, so her belly is uncovered with that, as well as most of her thighs. And you get a pretty damn big plate of fish. Which she almost seems thankful that you didn't uncover the other bits and bought all those other ones, because she knows she's going to get to leave faster.
Yeah, it's fun. It's boring having all the fish left on your feet.
Which, given your wine knowledge, Ryoko, give me an intelligence check. See if you can recognize the vintage.
That's the one stat I don't like to roll.
Well, it's the one you'll have to roll because you're doing thinking.
Well, it's exactly my passive intelligence, so that fits.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's... You aren't super familiar, but you do recognize the vineyard, and they tend to put out pretty high-quality wines. They're not exactly top shelf, but they certainly aren't something to scoff at.
Interesting. So, being an alcoholic gives me perks of alcohol knowledge.
I'm
Sweet.
assuming you've drank enough, enough. If you drink enough bottles of different types of beers, you start to recognize beers and what companies make them. It's the same
Yeah,
with
and
wine.
With the amount of history books, there's probably been some history books about old vineyards and shit, probably too.
Well, yeah, here and there. You certainly haven't ran across that many, except for that one particular bottle in your bag.
Yeah. Well, I now I have a Fanfear bottle and an Asmodeus bottle.
Yes.
Next up is
So
there.
easily the Fanfare one is the least costly of the two. Still good quality,
Yeah.
but certainly not quite yet a one-of-a-kind sort of vintage.
Next up, they need to tag team making alcohol. That's the true story plot.
That's your new goal, is to get them together to make alcohol for you?
Probably have like a from old times when they were out together as friends when they were both in their teens. They
Jeez.
probably have made some moonshine here and there, and it's probably in a temple somewhere.
Ryoko now has a true goal in mind. Find
Yeah.
the lost liquors of lore.
I asked her Crunk if he would like some fish.
Yeah, that salmon didn't quite fill me up. I'll have that. If you don't mind, I'll have that.
There's plenty of fish, which she got enough from that. You actually feel fairly full, Gakronk. And you didn't even have to eat half the plate.
Oh, wow.
So they really laid the other parts on kind of thick, since they know most people have copper and silver pieces. Whereas the gold pieces, at that point, the poor girl wants to leave, so they have minimal fishing. So, but it's good. There's several different. You think there might be a tilapia, a sea bass, a little bit of swordfish, and some more of the red tuna.
Ooh, red tuna sounds good. Wait, no, actually, I already had some. Let's go swordfish.
Fuck yes, swordfish, so tasty.
Nice and full.
So, which is, they also have like a couple like crackers, things like that that you can kind of munch on the side to fill yourself up a little bit more. You actually recognize egg rolls and some little gyoza dumplings and stuff like that. They're veggie based, they're not meat, but they're still there and they're still fairly filling.
I asked Rax if he wants anything to eat.
Book!
Boom!
I didn't say
Book!
fish, I was saying food.
Which,
No, book! My brain is on the book now.
well, Olga, if you want to still mess with them, the bao dumplings are boob shaped.
He's just trying to ignore everything.
Nope, reading. There's
Being
nothing
awkward
besides
little
book.
tiefling. It's the book! I
You
am
could
not
tell
reading,
how
but it's
deeply
book.
poor Rax was blushing if he wasn't already deep red.
Yep.
Oh, it's kind of adorable. So, yeah, shortly after you guys buy all the silver pieces, apparently they have like a timer for the thing to make sure the fish doesn't go bad. They pull off the last couple of pieces of fish, cook them. The girl leaves in a robe to go to the back. They pass out the fish to everybody at the table, and the lady that's cooking goes, 20 minutes. We'll have a new centerpiece out, and she kind of leaves, makes sure she pulls away her cooking cart with all the wines. Which the guy sitting there started talking, oh, she was great today again, as usual. Yeah, she was. I'm going to make her my wife. Fuck you, she'll be my wife.
Aw.
Leave these guys to their loneliness.
Me or
Yeah.
Krunk are half full.
I mean, glancing at these guys, I mean, they are not good-looking dudes at all. Like, one of them, when he kind of turns to the other side of Olga, you kind of notice you recognize the pattern. He had about half his face chomped off by a shark.
Oh.
He's a
You.
sailor.
So, and he didn't do a good job of cleaning the wound or maintaining the wound, so it's very, very bad looking.
It got sepsis.
It got a little bit of an infection, so now it looks more like a cauliflower face than anything.
Poor guy.
It's
Ouch.
thankfully not oozing pus or anything. It's healed as much as it's going to heal, but the scar tissue has left him looking like, a lump of cauliflower on his face and stuff like that. And the other guys range from, it won't make you vomit looking at him, to, oh my god, what horrible gutter did this thing crawl out of? And they all smell.
Yeah, let's book it.
They're not
Yeah.
trying.
No, it very much screams, neckbeard. Fantasy neckbeard, for lack of a better word. It's not my fault, it's her fault.
Neckbeard, cauliflower, and what the hell is that? Let's go.
That is a smell I never want to smell again. But yeah, I mean, they didn't even pay attention to the free fish. They're just bickering amongst themselves at this point, so...
What? They didn't pay attention to the fish?
Yeah, which was really good fish.
Can I? Oh no, it's not a good idea. I was tempted to take the
Kronk
fish.
is a man of culture. He will not leave food uneaten. He's
Yep.
aware of the starving
Fish.
kids down in Sand Dune.
Well, I do have some bags that can hold that fish quite nicely. I guess I'll chill it for the
Actually,
time
yes,
being.
you do. So, good old bag of refrigerator.
Yep.
Yeah, we made that girl's day, and we got free food.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
So,
Good job.
Oops, I had you say that instead of me.
I'm sure Shimshana would say that as well once you go, hey, I got the fish!
Yeah.
But, now that you
Woohoo!
guys are not... Hey, Lolwa! Didn't see you there. But, since you guys are now done eating, I'm assuming you're going to the guild, unless you have some other, detour you wish to take.
Not that I can think of.
Unless we see something interesting, then probably not.
I mean, interesting, yes. I mean, it's just more stalls, more vendors, that sort of thing. I mean, nothing super unusual, if that's what you're wondering.
It's shiny.
Shiny?
Yeah, is there any vendors who... Let's look around. Let's see if there's any vendors who sell, like, random jewelry.
Oh yeah, there's plenty that are selling from. They aren't. None of them are even at a glance like super high-end jewelry. Those sort of people would obviously have a dedicated building. But yeah, with that glancing around, you're seeing things from the equivalent of macaroni noodle art to at least competent silversmithing. Because you see a couple tables that looks like they just haphazardly strung some seashells on a piece of string and said it was a necklace and stuff like that, to a few people that actually look like they can work the metal and have both pearls and shells and things like that, actually making it look like a very nice piece of jewelry. Like one that kind of catches your eye with that is one that centers a black pearl and has pieces of abalone shell mixed in with the silver, so it has this very nice mixing shimmer effect around it.
Talk 'em up, see what you can get.
Hello there! That's a nice looking piece of jewelry you have.
The little old lady sitting by. Oh, it's nice that you've noticed that. You have a very good eye, young lady. And she kind of holds up. Would you like to try it on?
Actually, I like to buy it for my friend here. Rex,
Oh.
come here.
What?
No
I wanna
boobies,
buy
Rex. You're safe. No boobies.
Hey,
We're traumatized, right?
I know. Dude,
Ella
Rex,
takes the book out. What? Where we are?
So she kind of glances at Rax. He goes, "Oh, it would go very nice with your suit, actually, young man." And she, looks back at you, Shimshan, is like, "This little one I can part for 15 gold." Which, if you'd like, give me an intelligence check if you'd like. See if she, or an insight, either one that you prefer.
But didn't they? No, that's investigation. That's true.
Meow.
Oh, damn.
You are pretty sure this lady is not aware of her level of craftsmanship, and this necklace is probably worth way more than 15 gold.
Okay.
Like, just the pearl alone, you estimate to be about 50 gold.
Hey, you want to get it?
yeah, totally. I'm getting it for Rex.
So, yeah,
To-
she's more than happy to, sell it to you. Wait. Since you're the first customer today, and she actually goes underneath your table and pulls out a matching pair of earring. Well, not earrings, like ear cuffs. The whole cuffs thing that matches it, minus the pearl. And she goes, I prefer for that they go in a set. No extra charge, dearie. I mean, you have. I'm just happy someone can see good quality and know it when they see it.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
So she paid 15 gold.
So, and she is. You ever see a kid that like found a $20 bill and is trying not to be too happy about it so nobody notices? That's the face she's got right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, and honestly, most of her pieces, if she's selling for those sort of things, you probably could sell for more if you wanted to. But she definitely at least has a good handicraft for these things. None of them are quite as exquisite as the pearl necklace you bought, but they aren't low quality by any means.
I'm
So,
good.
Oh, I'm good. I just wanted to treat Rex because I felt bad for scaring him.
yeah, it's a
Oh,
pretty
thank
nice
you.
necklace
Thank you
there,
so
Rax,
much.
honestly. I mean, it due to the abalone shells, it kind of matches the colors of your noble dress quite well, actually. So,
Well, the three
which
girls
it's
did get
actually pretty enough that several people on the street are actually kind of noticing it as you walk by. And one of them actually asks you where you got it from.
Oh yeah, wait.
I'll point at Shamshana. She bought it.
Oh, there's a lovely old lady just over there who's selling really exquisite looking jewelry. Go check her out.
Oh, I'll do that. I'll do that. And he goes running off and you kind of hear this very shrill, "Oh!" from down the lane.
I think our business is going to be booming now.
Sure.
So, but unless you guys take any more detours, you do get to the guild unimpeded.
Yay.
So, and let's see how that goes. Everyone, if you'd like, give me a perception check or go with passive, whichever you prefer.
I might as well roll. Oh,
Nice.
finally!
Wow.
It's because you finally got that nose out of the book, Rex.
I'm gonna do yours, okay?
Go for it.
Okay.
Damn.
Oh,
All of you are
geez,
exceptionally
all of us.
observant today. I guess the fish, and the mimics kind of got you guys either on edge or at high alert. But walking in, you can see there's kind of not exactly a tension, but that sort of thing where people have been told specifically not to do something, and they still really want to do it when you guys came in.
oh yeah, we're famous.
Oh, jeez.
So yeah, several of them are very much doing the staring. If they think you're looking, try to not make eye contact. Which the guy who runs the guild actually kind of waves you over. And as soon as you get closer, it's like, I told him not to mob you guys again. I'm sure the excitement will clear out in about a day or so when they forget. So you shouldn't have to worry about being assailed by him again. Sorry about that. It's just and he looks at you. Your pa's a pretty well-known figure.
He's a good guy.
By all accounts, I've heard as much, and that's why everybody likes him so much. Hell, and he kind of glances at a couple of the more battle-scarred-looking guys. A couple of them actually met him and were saved by him here and there. So there's nothing but respect for that man in this building. But how can I help you guys? Are you here for the night again, or business?
We
We were looking for information about the ruins nearby the city.
The new ones that we've only had a finders group out. We haven't actually had any internal investigations. They haven't found the entrance yet.
We've been thinking about looking up that thing, so if it's okay.
I mean, yeah. I mean, we won't say no. I mean, be careful. We don't know what's inside. But and he kind of goes around and pulls out a parchment and lays it down on the table, and it specifies we've been calling it a cave of eternal life because somebody said it was etched on one of the stones near the ruins. So, and he starts pointing things, and he's offering for finding the entrance 30 gold. And that's just finding it, not even getting, if it's a trap, a trick door or something like that, and opening it, that will be more and included in a different thing. That's just finding where to get in. He is offering 150 to bring back a map of the place. The more complete, then it'll be more of a reward. And if you believe that you have completely wiped it out, depending on the difficulty, that's going to vary, he says. It'll be anywhere from 500 to upwards of 10,000, depending on what you found inside. Because, like I said, we don't know what is inside. So if you go inside and, it's a nest of cloud giants or something, we're not going to shortchange you by only paying you 300 gold. And he, looks at you, you got to bring back some sort of proof of what was in there. Pieces, parts, whatever. I'm not asking you to bring back the whole corpse unless you really feel like it.
Okay.
We just bring back the head.
Heads, ears, hands, whatever you think would easily make it identifiable. And he does kind of look at point is like, I hate saying this, but it's, clauses and contracts. We will be second checking any information you give us. and any sort of payment can be demanded back if information is deliberately falsified or lied about. If you choose to accept this, please sign at the bottom.
What do we think, guys?
I mean, we can go check it out. It won't hurt.
Yeah, make
We
it that.
can choose if we go in or not. If we find it.
Sounds good.
Alright, so I assume you guys sign it?
Yep.
As soon as you sign
Right.
it, he kind of tugs it lightly, and it does that neat little roll magic effect where it disappears for a second. And then a copy is in each one of your hands and his.
Oh, yeah.
Like documented. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the file, and those are your copies to keep.
One question.
Yes.
If the ruin gets damaged by something, is there an issue with that? Probably
No.
no, but I want to make sure.
I mean, it's a ruin. It's already technically damaged, but as long as you don't like obliterate a nearby town or something, I mean, it shouldn't be too much of a problem.
Okay.
I mean, if it's something that you think might benefit us historically or knowledge-wise, I'd ask you please refrain from destroying it. But I mean, blowing out some walls in an old ruin isn't going to hurt anybody's feelings, really.
That's true. Just wanted to make sure if
Like
people want to keep them up.
Well, I mean, of course,
Shiny
if
and
they're
nice in here.
historical ruins, I mean, we got people that want to go in and document them for sure. So I mean, minimal damage if possible. But I mean, like I said, if there's something dangerous in there and you got to blow up a ceiling to get out, I mean, we understand. We've been there.
Not good.
It's like other than that, he does kind of give you general directions to it. It's about half a day's travel out of town, from what he is saying, and just to get to what is the, as he put it, the off-road trail to get to it is about a half a day's journey. And of course, the other part's mostly through jungle, and they just have markers placed down. So it's going to be much slower travel, and if you didn't have a ranger with you.
Good day.
So, I'm aware. I know. I remember. But he is not quite aware of what your specialty is per se. He's just giving general information. Oh, so yeah. But he offers, if you guys need food or stay the night before you set out, you're free to do so.
Probably best to set out in the morning.
Because it is, late afternoon. If you set out now, you wouldn't get to the ruins till way late at night. And, well, you at least know there's driders and in their woods.
Yeah.
Which, speaking of which, since you are near the board, you can see there are some pretty hefty bounties for those.
Yeah, I suppose we could check what else is on the board.
So, as for actual requests, there aren't too many in this area. The guards keep most of it pretty clean. There's mostly just monster bounties. In particular, they've mentioned like I said, the driders, which they're offering 400 gold per head. Oh, God, my head hurts a little bit.
That's a good money.
Pardon?
I said that's good money.
Oh yeah, well,
Yeah.
if you think about how tough those things are, though, I mean, it's kind of expected. They're not particularly nice. You do see one. I'm not sure if you know what it is per se, but they are offering a $700 or 700 gold piece, one for a bulette.
I keep seeing the term, and I meant to look it up, but I don't know what it is.
If you want, give me a nature check to figure out what it is.
Okay. If it's an abomination, I think I can do it at advantage.
It is not an abomination. I can at least tell you that much. You recognize the name. It's basically a land shark. It's an armored land shark.
Oh,
They burrow through the ground, they pop up, they try to eat people. They're heavily armored and very, very tough. In fact, I will just go ahead and pull out a token of one so you can kind of see what it looks like.
Wasn't that the one with a giant shell for a head?
Sort of, yeah. But that's what one of them looks like.
Oh,
We could take him.
It's possible,
could be.
Boss.
but they
Yeah.
tend to hunt in schools.
Oh,
So it might
Well,
be a
that's not-
little dangerous.
Oh, in groups, I thought you said in like actual like.
in school?
Oh, I
Yeah.
mean, easy picking in schools. You kidding me? All those tasty little children.
Yeah.
You do see there's also a standing bounty for harpies. Not as much. It's only 15 gold per ear.
Okay, but then we could actually.
Yeah, those you could probably take en masse. They're not particularly tough. They're just fly. That's the only tough thing about them.
I
You
think we
also
got enough
see
range.
that apparently there has been a report or two of some nests of phase spiders that they're offering 150 each.
Oh wow!
Spiders.
We already
Nest.
dealt with.
And with proof of destruction of the nest upping the reward, of course.
Hmm.
Because unfortunately those things are pretty dangerous to the normal person.
Yeah, we kind of lucked out. I think the first time we fought them.
Yeah, you really did, honestly. Not gonna lie. And this one they said was unconfirmed, and it's going to be very hard to verify, but there's been rumors of vampire spawn running around certain parts of the area.
Ugh.
Which, like I said, those are a little harder to get proof of because they turn to dust, but if you can bring a vial of dust or something, they would count that as proof since they can identify it as such. And those ones, they are offering a pretty decent reward since they are highly intelligent of 800 per spawn, and more if you find like an actual vampire or a vampire lord that's heading them.
We can counter their intelligence with our stupidity.
They
Yeah.
can't figure out what
I'm
we're
not
doing
sure.
if we don't know what we're
Right.
doing.
I'm not sure if that works like that.
It worked for the U.S. Army in all the world wars.
Brute strength, brute strength.
Yeah.
But those are all the posted bounties at the moment. Of course, any sort of monsters you guys catch could fetch some sort of bounty. It's going to be, like, if you run across, say, like, intelligent creatures like goblins, orcs, that sort of thing, you'd have to show proof of crime before you could cash in on them.
Yeah, orcs aren't so bad.
Yeah, just saying. You know, not bandits, same thing. You know, if you can prove that the thing that you killed, if it's a sapient being, was doing illegal stuff, you can get compensated for it.
Okay.
Chimchana is thinking about vampires, but probably not in the way they are.
There also is, well, yeah, I mean, they suck, Chimchana. They suck hard, and they don't stop when you slap them.
Oh my.
But
Right.
they also had this kind of more bizarre, like, public notice from somebody. It's not posted from the guild. It's one of the random things somebody put up that said it's kind of bad handwriting, bad grammar by someone that's not very used to writing. That says, "Don't answer the riddles. If you hear them, just run."
Oh, that
Oh
sounds like.
no.
you
I
sp-
hate things like that. Speaking into your mind.
So it doesn't list a place or anything else like that. It looks like it was just put up in a hurry.
Yeah, very tough.
So, but that is all that is on the board. Like I said, most of the more questy quests are generally taken by the wardens and pretty much kept it, you know, like I said, they try to keep the monster populations at bay as much as they can. So, with the exception of random things popping into existence or mobile, you know, groups of monsters like the Driders and things like that that live deep in the forests, mostly a fairly safe area to live in, all things considered. And like he told you, some of these are unconfirmed. You know, they might be misidentified, things like that. I mean, they're not perfect. Except for the harpies. They know there's harpy nests all throughout the forest, and they're just a goddamn nuisance. Because unlike the Driders and things like that they can see coming, they'll fly way above the wagons and drop rocks.
Well, that's neat.
So most of the time, they don't even see him coming, and somebody gets their brains smashed out.
I don't know, being sucked really hard sounds like a best bet.
It's assuming there are any. Like I said, these are not confirmed. They're just, from hearsay, rumors, and possible things.
What do you think? You're the leader.
I said the only ones that are confirmed for sure is there is driders, there are harpies, and they believe there might be a full nest of phase spiders because they saw a couple running around.
Aren't harpies half-naked ladies?
Yes.
Basically, yes.
Problem is they're very dirty, nasty, half-naked ladies. Harpies are not well known for their hygiene. Well, they're kind of well known for their hygiene, and it's just the lack of hygiene.
Don't worry, I can clean them first, then we can get along.
Yeah, you have the cleaner now.
Oh man, that endless optimism, it's adorable.
He loves everyone, literally.
Even herself.
Yep. Gotta stay positive. Right, Ryoko? Slaps Ryoko on the back. Ryoko?
Positive about what?
Everything.
Everything!
Yeah. No.
The forest is very big. If you're just searching, willy-nilly, that's not bad.
Let's go check out the ruins, I guess, and if we kill some harpies on the way, we'll have to try to their ears.
Getting your face beat in by a flesh golem and getting squashed by a boulder does not lead to much positivity.
Oh, I mean, those are pushover giants and golems compared to some of the later ones you could face.
Yeah.
That's what we have
I
to
assume we are gonna
And you
sleep
can't
here.
lie to me and say that the croquet giant wasn't fun.
Yeah, that was a cool time.
It was a cool one. It was really cool. Scary.
Terrifying,
cool.
yes, but still cool.
I still don't know how much luck you had for us to be in the perfect angle and
That was
position.
beyond. That was just fucking perfect lineup. It was beautiful.
That hurted. And not a good way.
Yeah, you got kind of wrapped up that time too.
Yep, I ran away.
I thought you were okay with balls to the face, Shimshana.
Oh, damn.
Low blow, I know. I'm sorry.
They have to be a little bit smaller.
Not as hard. But yeah. So unless you guys are doing anything else, I assume you get a good meal. You take a
But
good rest.
I prefer soft, squishy pillows.
Yeah.
I mean, they have nice pillows, yes.
What you do harpy eggs sell for?
So, the thing is Shimshana going to be using her new item during her long rest?
Maybe. It's
Uh,
a secret.
I'm
Yeah.
asking for mechanical reasons.
Mechanical.
No.
Well, Sam wants to, but she's not sure if her screams will be muffled.
Yeah, that's.
Strict rules of the town, but she wants. I mean, she could go out into the woods.
I mean, if you want to. I mean, the bars aren't
No.
going to stop you.
That's extremely dangerous.
Hmm.
The bears are
Shimshana?
inspired by the spell of menstruation. Sorry.
Oh my god.
I'm glad someone else has watched Anchorman.
It's been many years. I forget pretty much everything.
I remember like 3 jokes out of it, and that's it. And the bear thing's one of them. The other one's the perfume. It works 100% of the time, 50% of the time.
Oh my god.
Other than that, yeah. What was it? I don't know what we're yelling about.
Yeah, that one I do remember. I remember a long fight scene.
Yeah, several of them actually. When all the news corporations fight each other.
Yeah,
and one of
yeah.
them keeps losing arms.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's besides the point. Is our little wood elf going to be frolicking in the woods?
She's gonna discreetly she's gonna tie some fabric around her mouth in case she gets out of the house.
Oh,
Gotcha. Okay. Muffling, kind of ball gagging herself. Got it. Okay, in that case, I'm gonna need 2 saves from you when you use this thing.
we
Okay.
should have taken the silence spell.
Ooh, you're very
You
stealthy.
are very good at preparing yourself for this, so we'll go ahead and actually get it at advantage for you. So let's request these rolls.
Oh.
Okay.
Sure, so you get them at advantage. Do it again.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because you rolled so well at gagging yourself.
Can she take the first Constitution roll?
Say what?
Can she take her first Constitution roll?
Yeah, I mean, since you did it before knowing about advantage, which is exceptionally enjoyable. Very, very, very much so. You think you may not be able to enjoy more normal things now. And due to your wisdom, you've managed to bite down on the cloth rather than moan loud enough to rattle the windows.
There you go.
So, and you're still more than raring to have a second round if you were up to it.
Not
In
tonight.
fact,
I don't
actually,
want to.
give me another wisdom save real quick to make sure if you even mentally get a choice on it.
Oh, that's right. How do I go?
Wisdom save, is that?
Yes.
Saving throw.
Yes.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, you do keep your wits around you, even though everything is fluffy and pink and happy.
Down pinky.
So
Oh my
you
God.
still have enough mind about you to put it away if you feel like it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I would put it away. I don't want to feed it after midnight. Quiet, Piggy.
Yeah.
Go back in the bag.
You definitely think you got your money's worth out of this thing.
Oh yeah.
So, and thankfully, since you made your con check, you're not going to kind of be walking funny in the morning.
And there was no risk of STDs this time. There you go.
Plus, you have the handy little cleaning wipe for any excess fluid.
Don't. Yep.
It's
Don't want
like
that
a
mummy.
well of magic. Nudes, okay, cool. Are we gonna order nudes or
Newt. What?
nudes?
Huh?
We're having nudes.
Need.
Nudes. So yeah, morning comes. Everybody wakes up. Some very much more morning glowing than the others. And of course,
I don't know.
breakfast is already being set out. In that case, like, once we're starting to wrap it up, or whenever you're hungry, order it, and that way we get a time to go pick it up and we know when to stop. So,
Oh, those kinds of things.
Mira's a little lucky with her skills, lol. Just a little lucky. But, so yeah, it is morning, food's being served, once again, big, hearty, tasty breakfast. The guild's Roomba's floating around, sucking up anything. Whichever you prefer. So once you pick one, I can tell you what I'd want from it, so. Oh, nothing yet. I'm just letting her know when she decides to order the food. Tell us, that way we know when we need to get off so I can go get the food. So. Ugh. But yeah, morning, food, la la la. You guys are ready to set off whenever you feel like it.
Wait. So, where are we gonna go to venture?
I think so.
Yeah. Are we going for the vampires or the harpies?
No, we're going to the ruins.
What? Oh, okay.
Like
Let's
anything
see
else you
if we
run
see
across would be
anything.
an incidental, unless you found some more information on where they might be nesting or if they even exist.
Yeah, the bounties were more as when you come across them on your adventures as a thing, not specifically looking for those.
I could try to track them with nature, but I figure we'll just.
Yeah,
Go for
really
the-
the only one you'd be able to track with any real luck if you came across the trail would be the Bulette, assuming it stayed close to the surface. Because the other ones are going to be more, they either fly or they stick to trees or they only come out at night.
Okay, I won't think.
I think harpies and vampires come out at night.
Harpies are actually daytime creatures. They can't see very well in the dark.
Nope.
Oh
Yeah.
my.
We'd have the advantage if we got them at night.
Yeah, they'd be roosting at that point, and you'd be able to pick them off extra easy because they're pretty much night blind. They'd fly into friggin' to walls and shit like that, anything nearby. So, what do I want from them? So yeah, I will get us over to the map then. I'm assuming you are leaving town, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, let's pop the map up then.
Let me water. I have a look around here. Where are we supposed to be?
I can order online. What do you want?
I know. I'm trying to remember what the difference between chow mein and the pan-fried noodles are. And if they actually pan-fried the noodles or if they were like sticky noodles.
I think fried noodles are the hard noodles.
So fried noodle. Got it. Cool. Okay, is it loaded up for everyone? Not quite yet. It's still being slow for our international friends.
Yep.
I hate that.
Get the tonkatsu.
That's what you always get. I sort of figured that's what you were going to get. Oh, that sounds really fucking tasty, actually. Order me a thing of the Kung Pao chicken bao.
I'm looking for
And
it.
there we go.
There we are. Everybody in the map. So let's go ahead so you guys can see the road.
The Kung Pao chicken.
Yeah, Kung Pao chicken bao. And one of the orders of the beef pot stickers, fried if they have the option. Okay, sorry about that. I hope I didn't make the rest of you hungry.
Nope. I'm good. I'm good.
So, okay, but yeah,
Good.
travel. Let's see how safe the travel be.
They don't say. They're just saying they're pot stickers.
Okay, well, I'm assuming it's pan-fried since it's not saying steamed.
Nothing else for you?
need to eat.
Food.
If I lived in Germany, I would kick down your door with a schnitzel and force feed you.
Eat the nudes!
Take it from the guy that suffers from the same mental issue. A bit of food still helps, and you need to eat, period. Even if you gotta force yourself to eat something small.
Yeah, you gotta eat, dude.
Yep.
So I'm not trying to be mean, it's just, even if it's like a bag of peanuts, you gotta eat something.
Because if you're not sleeping, not eating combined with it's gonna make it a lot worse.
Yeah. So even a little bit of food goes a long way on that. So, okay. First half of your travels, all the way almost to the off-road part. Excuse me. Burp. Oh. I'm sorry, I got a sudden hit of heartburn there. My bad.
Oh no.
It's okay. It's because I didn't eat anything for lunch since I was so hot.
Aw.
Which is, yeah, like I said, why I'm checking out those things, so.
Do you want anything else?
I don't think so. I mean, that should be good for me. I don't need, like, the dumplings are super filling, and I got the pot stickers just in case I don't like the dumplings. So, well, actually...
So because Rex is paranoid, I'm gonna cast this.
Are we close to the ruins at this point?
You are almost at the part where you get off the main path, yes.
Within a mile, or are we still a little further?
You're probably within a mile or so of it.
Okay, I might just go with my primeval awareness and check for undead in case there's still some,
Lingering nasties.
Boom.
Fair enough. You do pop it. And you are not picking up any undeads.
Can we
Okay.
also get some steamed bao?
Yes, you can get some steam bow too.
All right, no liches or anything.
Beef or pork?
Beef, please.
Oh,
Can we, can I perception the air to see if there's harpies flying about?
Oh, by all means, yeah. It's nice and clear above the road, so it won't be. Yeah, the air is clear of any bird-shaped things carrying large rocks.
Okay.
But everybody, give me an additional perception check, please.
Should I do another one or?
A separate one, since you're checking. This is checking something
Okay.
else.
whoa.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
nice.
Olga doesn't see the forest for the trees.
Olga's hungry.
Olga's very hungry. So, you guys do hear something, except for Olga. Oh yeah, Shimshani, you hear it really clearly. You hear a voice on the wind.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
With the
Answer
riddles.
these, my riddles 3.
We were told to run.
I start running backwards.
Now here's the question, because this is where it is. Which way? If you're running, what way are you running, and which direction?
Did I pick
try
up the voice
You
with my
can just
roll too?
hear it. You couldn't really pick up a direction.
Should we try to run towards the ruins?
That
But
might
there are
not be
signs
smart.
in there.
People, they said there isn't even a clear entrance, so we might not even.
But they
Find
said
the
also
entrance right
that
away.
there were some signs showing where to go.
Oh,
So
we-
if we are
they've
on the
marked
road,
the path, so it's a rough sort of trail. They've left like markers. It's not an official road. It's more like an animal path. They left some markers on. And
Yeah,
you
I
have
mean-
a ranger
Oh.
with you, so he'd be able to spot the things pretty damn easily, honestly.
Especially in the wind.
so we could run towards it.
Makes sense to go towards it if we didn't come all this way just to run back.
Yours or my card?
Mine if you don't have the money, I guess.
I got my check today.
Okay, then yours is fine. So, okay, yeah, if you guys are running, I need to know, like, now which way you are planning on running.
Are you guys fine with it if we go to the ruins?
Any dissenters? You're good with it?
I'm good with it.
So,
Not
heading
good.
towards the ruins?
I guess so.
Okay.
We'll listen to the leader, and then we can blame Rax if it goes badly.
So, she's gonna hate me for this.
Uh-oh. Kind of.
Olga, you're going to need me to give me a wisdom save real quick.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh, good
Oh.
save.
You did manage to beat it, so when you hear the voice go, "Don't run, little one," you pick up speed. So, everybody's running down this path, right?
Okay.
Okay.
I guess.
I
I'm
mean, if you're
following
running a
Greg
different way, let me know. I'm still not entirely sure which way you guys are trying to run.
Towards the thingy.
Okay.
Yep.
Ranger? Anybody else?
I'm following the Grand Gronk. Ranger takes me where we need.
Olga?
I am following Grincrunk.
Okay. In that case, Grinkrunk, which one is higher for you, nature or survival? I believe survival.
Yep.
Now
Give
the
me
leader
a
is no longer
survival
to
check.
blame.
Say what?
Now the leader is no longer to blame.
Well, this is more to make sure he notices the road markers, so you guys
Oh,
don't
I
get
meant
lost.
because everyone was following him specifically.
Yeah. But, yeah, you go ahead and give me a survival check. Everybody else give me a perception check.
Oh, good.
Okay, yeah, you are able to find the markers and you're following them pretty well. Okay.
Get your perception.
Yeah, you can also do perception. See if you get it high enough.
Uh-oh.
Okay, you do not see anything in the trees at the moment. Give me another check there, good Kronk,
For survival?
for survival. And anybody that wants to do another perception check can.
Yes, why not?
Ah, okay. Yeah, you are definitely staying on the trail pretty well.
Yeah, I know. You're pushing me.
Nobody else can see it.
Nope.
Well, Ryoko, you do see something as you look up through the trees. It's not a harpy. Boy, oh boy, do you wish it was a harpy.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Pull it out real quick.
Oh.
You see a leonine creature with giant wings flying through the air, looking straight down at you guys.
Wait, I am the only one who sees it?
You're the only one who saw it through the trees at top, yes.
Well, I guess I'm gonna call out what I saw.
Do you know what it is?
A big flying creature. I guess I could roll history to see what it is or something, maybe.
History would probably work on this.
Let's try. See if I can give a better explanation.
That's enough. You know what it is. The fucking Sphinx.
Oh god.
Thanks.
I guess I'm gonna call out to the party that there's a sphinx flying above us.
Which,
Kitty!
yeah, one.
Oh,
Yeah,
jeez.
big kitty. Which, Shimshana, you like it because it's a big kitty with big boobas.
Yep. Kitty, kitty,
Did
kitty.
I find out with that history roll if these things also telepathically like speak to people, and this might be the cause of what we heard with the riddles?
I mean, you know they're famous for riddles.
But sometimes they are not good. The riddles are. You have to
They're usually not
answer right.
evil,
Yeah.
but they're usually also guarding something.
Is it flying towards the ruins?
It is following you guys, best you can tell. It's not
Oh shit.
overflying you, but it is heading the same direction.
Whoa, nice.
Should we ask it? But what does it want? We can leave if it doesn't want us
What?
here.
I want to make friends.
We'll give it, say, 30 more minutes then. Unless it gives you a heads up before then. Sorry, she was asking me something. What are you shouting, Rax?
What do you want?
Which you can hear it shout back. Stop running! Which, here it is.
Shimshana wants to.
Oh,
Ah, fuck. There we
that's
go.
not good.
What darkness?
Yeah.
I didn't see it right. The
I
Sphinx.
No, but I pointed it out.
Yeah, it's like
Because
you guys all
I
got a
could
glance of
counterspell
it
that.
through the trees once Ryoko screamed that, and it just dropped darkness when you guys didn't stop running.
Was it? It probably wasn't 60 feet of me.
Honestly, with the height that's flying over the trees, it would be probably closer to about 70 to 80 feet.
Okay, then I can't counterspell it.
I tried to.
No, if you're talking about the darkness, it's centered on you. You guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I need to see the creature I'm gonna counterspell
Ah, okay.
to do it.
Fair. You'd be able to see it. It's just a matter of range on it.
It's 60 feet, sadly.
Yeah,
I
that
need
one,
to be
that
able to
one
do
would
it.
have been just barely out of range then.
Sneaky.
So
I
here's
yell
the
back.
fun part. Roll me
Oh, no.
perception checks, and if you're trying to run, we're gonna have to roll a couple other extra things.
I'm
Shimshana
not
was.
gonna run, I'm trying to yell at it again.
I'm
We don't
still
want any
stealthing.
trouble! We are still... we
Yeah, I
are
know
just
Ryoko's
passing
still
through.
hiding, now in pitch black darkness.
We're doing perception check.
But yeah, everybody, give me a perception.
I'm yelling at it. That
Oh, I know.
we don't want any trouble.
Which,
I'm staying on my place, I'm not trying to move.
yeah. Ginkronk is the only one that has a high enough perception at the moment. Yeah, is the only one that has the high enough perception. You hear something touch down on the ground.
Oh, I think it was it coming from ahead of us or behind?
It sounded like it was in front of you.
Okay, we've got company. It's ahead of us and it's on the ground.
I want to say hi.
We don't want any trouble. We are just passing through.
So,
Kitty.
how do I remove this real quick? There it is. The darkness dispels, and Ginkronk, you're face to face with it.
Hi.
It's
how's it-
sitting down just in front of you, looking at you. I smell it, so. And she looks at, pretty much everyone there, which actually I'll need to check because she doesn't have true sight. Yeah, doesn't notice Ryoko. She knows you're around, but she does not know where.
Okay.
And she addresses you, Ginkronk, since you were the one in front here. You're heading to the ruins, aren't you?
Gonna have a look around. We aren't really up to much.
She kind of holds herself up a bit more regally. Well, you won't get through the door unless you answer my riddles.
Oh, so you were guarding it. I'm sorry. We thought you were guarding something else.
Well, what else would I be guarding? The trees?
There could be something, like your lair or something.
Well, that's technically not my lair. I'm just in servitude till somebody answers the riddles. And nobody was coming around, so I went to the road. So, follow me. Let's get this over with.
I guess I come out of hiding.
Oh wait, she has scent. She could smell your ass. Never mind.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Which she starts to walk down the path, which you notice as she walks, the greenery and the trees kind of spread enough to where it's not impeding yours or her path until after you pass.
Do you mind a question about the ruin?
Depends on the question. I might answer a few.
This is just something I've heard in the city. There's supposedly a baby phoenix in these ruins.
Oh. Well, I'll tell you what. Solve the riddles, I'll answer questions. I do know about the contents of these ruins, but you have to earn that knowledge.
Fair enough.
So, and honestly,
there
with her
any-
leading the way, she cuts through, pretty soon she cuts off the path and just makes a straight V line towards this thing, cutting your travel time down to almost nothing. And as soon as you get there, there's ruins, very, obvious ruins, probably parts of towers, maybe a fortress, stuff like that. And she goes and sits on a very specific chunk of stone. And goes, very well, are you
miss.
ready now?
Is there any downsides on answering these riddles?
Well, if you
Penalties.
don't answer them right, I have to eat you.
Oh boy.
Well, at least hear the riddles first. I mean, I can't eat you all at once. Maybe one of you will even escape if you fail. So, let us start. I'm going to just go ahead and post it so you guys can kind of mull over it.
Oh, God.
No, sound good.
So, when you tell us what's going on, that means we have accepted, or do we physically have to accept after hearing the question?
Well, I'm just going to tell the questions. By being here at all, you've accepted the questions.
So we can't leave now, even if we decided to.
You could
just ask.
leave, just not necessarily alive.
Okay.
And she begins to eye tone. You can tell this is definitely laced with magic just by the way it feels.
I want to whisper to Olga that if things go bad, keep the Fafnir teleportation thing close.
Oh God. So that is her first question.
Oh.
Oh, for
Yeah.
God's sake.
Oh.
And she, very cat-like leisurely lays down.
So, like, I'm not answering, I'm just thinking out loud here.
Yeah, I mean,
But-
she says, when you're ready to answer, tell me this is our answer, and then tell me the answer. You're free to debate.
Oh, so we can just talk freely?
You could, as long as you don't say this is my answer,
Okay.
then yes, you can argue amongst yourselves as much as you like.
So count
My first guess would be something like a book or a map.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
map would make sense.
clever. Yep, I think that might be it.
My guesses, my thoughts weren't very good. I was just thinking of like canyons and any kind of mountainy things and like little caves and things. But I like Ryoko's idea.
Yeah, Ryoko's idea makes a lot of sense.
Yeah,
That's
it's
just
actually really good.
the first thing that shot to my mind, because there's always like towns depicted but no people in the towns, forests but not actual trees, and well, rivers but no actual water.
Yeah.
So, but this could be completely wrong. It could be meaning something completely different.
Yeah,
I don't wanna
is
be-
is it the book or is it the map?
Yeah, I'm guessing. I want to say book, but
Yeah, the whole time you guys are talking, she's idly cleaning her claws.
I want to say book, but I feel like something.
It depends of the map, really. Some maps have drawn trees, but not like
No.
trees.
Maybe it's a figure of speech for literature, as in books, or
Yeah.
pictures. So this could be either or.
But that depends on the book too.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Too.
Or do
I
we
think-
have?
It's like a safer.
Or do we? Is there anything else that comes to mind to someone that could? What it could be?
Nothing even close to as good as
Yeah,
that.
nope.
I have to say though, being on an actual map helped me a lot with that answer. But I don't even. That's my first.
Well, it's a good first thought, that's for sure. I will risk being the person to say that the answer is map if people want, and maybe I can survive with Sphinx's digestive tract.
I think we're all gonna die if we fail.
So, if that's the case, jeopardy it up. Like
What
this.
is a map?
Is this your answer?
Yeah, we're good with this?
I mean,
this your
we don't-
answer?
I don't want to be responsible.
Because she looks kind of disappointed. Remember, say this is our answer and then the answer.
We don't have anything else of mind.
Definitely.
time limit?
Their answer is enough.
Which she very slightly grins. Very good. You have
Oh,
one
shit.
right.
Oh boy.
Now, let's make it a
Rocco,
little
you're
bit more
smart.
difficult for you.
Oh no.
And once again, you feel this laced with magic. And she asks the second question. I love riddles.
You know the worst part about it is not only is it riddles, it's riddles in a different language from my actual normal language.
Yeah, and I do apologize about that.
Well, it's nothing you could influence.
It's like,
Yeah.
and I'm sure they'll lose some of their meaning if I translated them and make them even harder.
Yeah, translations usually break them.
Gold coin.
That would make no sense, especially in German.
Gold coin. Gold coin. Head and tail. Gold. No body.
Ah,
Gold coin.
that's smart.
yes.
Yeah, it's a coin.
I was thinking.
Right, head and tails in gold. Makes sense.
But she,
Okay.
looks at you guys expectantly.
I guess we have to specify a golden coin.
Well, you have to say this is our answer and then the answer. That way I don't mistake it on accident and kill one of you guys without a reason. It's like Jeopardy. You have to form your answer in the form of a question.
Shamshana did.
Yeah,
Oh, she
this is
did?
the golden coin.
She smiles even brighter. You are very clever. The last group didn't even get it to this far. Very, very well. In that case, We will do the last one. Are you prepared?
Oh. No.
Who's calling? Hello? Oh,
They've been
friggin' stupid telemarketer bullshit. Okay, and this one, once again, laced with a lot of magic.
what falls but never breaks, what breaks but never falls.
What falls never breaks, and what breaks never falls.
That's actually there's a song lyric similar to that. Night falls but don't break, day breaks but don't fall.
Day and night cycle.
Yeah, so I am thinking, like we want to say like the sunfall and sun break, dawn. Oh, I don't know, something like that. Someone else figure out the way to word that. I think that's sort of the gist of it.
I guess sun and moon?
Excuse me.
But I don't know, though. I don't know how specific we have to be.
Yeah. We should be careful with how we decide to word it. Day fall, day break, night fall. Fall.
Eclipse.
But what breaks but never
Or
falls?
just day and night or something like that.
Maybe.
If we are talking about the day and night cycle, then it would be simple.
Night falls but never breaks, and what breaks but never falls. So it's like a two-part answer. So it would be night and day.
Yeah, day and night, and night and day. Yeah.
Maybe
Best
even something like a heart could be the answer. You fall in love, but you never. If you fall in love, it doesn't break. But if if it breaks, you never fall in love.
No,
But that
the
would
heart
be
really doesn't fall in a sense.
that would be more. Yeah, the German logic on that is better.
Yeah.
In English, like nightfall is a term and daybreak is a term. So I think we should specify night and day. In that order.
Night and day.
Or
Or the other? Is it the other way?
no, not dayfall and night break. It's the other.
Oh yeah,
Day-
yeah. True.
Dayfall.
Yep.
Do we want to go with that? That sounds decent.
What are we going with again?
Night and day.
Yeah.
Sure.
Sure. Oh god.
I'll be the one to say this one. This is our answer. Our answer is night and day.
Which she looks at you, kind of glares very, very close at your face. Excellent!
Oh.
Steps to the
Yes.
side, and the large stone slab she was sitting on slides open.
Thank you, Quasimodo. That's the
When
artist.
she, yawns like,
I think I have
"Oh, it
heard
feels
of the
good to
song
have
as
the
well.
geese broke. So, as
the-
agreed, you answered the questions. I shall answer some of yours.
Yes, I'm interested if the Phoenix rumors were true. Especially, we've recently found half a Phoenix spirit.
Well,
If this might be
if I
half.
remember right, the owner of this place did use a phoenix to power some of the more elaborate trinkets he made.
Are the trinkets still
It
in
was-
the ruins?
As far as I'm
Something-
aware, he set me to guard when he left, so...
Was
I've never
he
been
something like a
inside, I
lich?
just know what he has told me.
Was he something like a lich? Similar?
Oh, no, he wasn't a lich. He was a demi-lich.
Ah.
Certainly you've heard of the great
we are-
Pastor Bob.
Did Fanfare mention him? The Bob?
Bob.
I don't know.
Bob.
Bob.
I have never heard of him.
Oh,
Probably.
which name? Well,
Do you know when he'll be back?
well, I mean, as long as he hasn't been destroyed somehow, there's no telling. Well, time is odd in this dimension, but by my experience, I've been guarding this place for at least a good 40 years? 50 years, maybe? could be longer in your particular this dimension because, like I said, magic makes things odd, and it is very, very boring when no one comes to answer riddles.
Have you thought about these riddles yourself?
I've been sitting on a stone slab for literal decades. There's very little else to do.
Well, I think it was still very smart questions.
I am a sphinx. Did you expect not smart questions?
Well, I was hoping you'd take a compliment.
Would Brax know anything about liches and how they work? I'm just asking
You
because the
have
player
some-
knows, but I don't know
It's
if
like you
my
would have
character
at least
would.
some basic knowledge. Everyone knows at least what a lich is. Give me an Arcana check to see how detailed your knowledge is, though. You know a decent amount. You know there are definitely very, very powerful types of undead. Used to be a wizard of some capacity, and at least a
What
regular
know how
lich
to
has
destroy them?
the phylactery.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yes,
thinking.
you would know
does
about the
Brax know
phylactery.
about it? Yeah,
Thing
okay.
is, you're not as sure with a demi-lich.
Yeah.
Because those things you've only heard about those things in like rumors, and they're exceptionally ancient liches that their entire bodies have rotted away and have just left a skull.
Huh.
Oh,
So
That's
and
awesome.
you're not honestly sure if they have a phylactery or not anymore. You just know that these things make liches seem like a joke.
And they are more like, let's say, demigod type
They're
of
at
deal?
least on the level of a demigod.
Okay.
Do you speak Draconic?
Yes.
Can I answer you a question not related to the ruins?
It depends. What's the question?
And I'll start talking Draconic and I'll whisper.
you're just gonna keep going.
Oh. Ouch.
Well, this-
Shimshana, what are you trying to do?
I've been trying to persuade the kitty lady to be friends with us.
She does not seem
You want to touch
interested.
the
She
beans.
just wants to leave this place after you guys ask your questions.
Yeah, like
She's gonna-
distance friends.
She's gonna leave, and the
Starting
place
to
will
rain.
She doesn't want us to touch the beans.
Aww.
Which
Can I just touch one paw? Just one paw reaches over. Bean.
Which she kind of looks like, well, if you've had enough questions, Red One, fine, you can either ask a question or touch. And she just cringes the beans.
She said I had asked enough questions.
Yes.
Okay.
So will you be departing this place now that the riddle has been solved? To
Yes,
and others can travel
the keys
safely?
holding me here is finally broken now that someone has answered the questions. I'm free to go.
Ah, that's nice.
And
Have-
imagine
Well,
being
I-
trapped in your house for literal decades. Wouldn't you want to go out and, I don't know, eat a kebab or something?
Where would you like to go?
Offer her some.
I will
Get
keep that to myself.
Oh yeah,
Give her
let's
some bacon.
that
We have
fish.
plenty.
Bacon. Here, would you like some of this tasty bacon? We have many, many tens of pounds of it.
And fish.
Kind of looks at you with a
That's
very,
thanks.
very sort of, sort of look, and it has been an age since I've had some. Very well. Are you requiring some sort of payment for it?
No, it was just a thanks.
No.
Just-
Then I will
And as a
gladly
token
accept.
of friendship.
Yeah,
Which-
happy not.
In that case, this might help your little draconic friend a bit. The Sultan of the Gold Hills used to have relics of the temple you're looking for. Perhaps he might know more.
Oh,
Thank
She
you.
then, stretches out her wings and takes off.
To the temple.
I'm going to
So-
reduce my amount of bacon by 10 pounds.
we are going to head and call it there because it looks like our food is ready and it's about to rain. So if we don't grab it soon, we're going to be soaked.
Oh no. Yeah,
So,
get your
but,
food.
that will mean next time you will be able to enter the Cave of Eternal Life.
That is-
Okay.
Oh, it
That-
was the same. I have the pamphlet of it as well.
That absolutely sounds like a Phoenix cave.
So,
Yeah, no, exactly. Like that other half of Phoenix.
Nice.
Pamphlet that I had to talk about sacrifices though.
You'll find out when you're inside. I have lots of fun things planned.
Oh jeez.
That sounds kind of sus.
Sounds extremely sus.
When am I not sus? I'm the guy behind the screen. I just dropped a friggin' sphinx on your head.
We did okay considering.
Yeah, in all honesty, you solved them much faster than I was expecting. Especially with Spike immediately going map.
Yeah, no, I was
Jesus
lost.
Christ!
The first thing that came to my head.
Hey,
Map.
it worked and it was right. It
Yep.
took everything I had not to go, well, fuck, I'm gonna ask another question then. Alright, guys, I'm gonna get off. You guys enjoy your evening.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see ya.
You-
Bye.